Dan, speaking of last great frontiers,
yesterday.
There's no
Yesterday we had a great
frontier
frontier of games.
Is
that where you're going with it, Ben? Yesterday, guys, we had some awesome StarCraft 2 action. We kicked things off with Cloud versus Zenio. This game actually went down to game number 3, and Cloud actually had an awesome position, but look at all the Marines just clump up perfectly. The tank set up like a little force field trap. Marines couldn't escape anywhere, and Zenio just kept trading so cost efficiently. He had maybe 5 to 6, 7 Banelings detonate on a huge pack of Marines. That wasn't the only case. Whoa. In fact, that game was so crazy that the camera's going crazy too. And it was really cool to see because it went to game number 3. It looked like Cloud was able to take it as well. Here we have Halo versus Straylock, and Straylock took game number 1 with a really interesting build order win on Daybreak. But then we go to Cloud Kingdom, where Hero was again getting rushed by another one of Straylock's unique builds, where he's just going for SCV Marine bunker, I guess pressure in a sense, because he was transitioning by expanding the entire time. And Hero is able to defend. This was a very critical moment because the Nexus ends up barely living with like 30 HP, and that's because Straylock kind of got one Hero Marine a little bit too excited and tried to flank the Stalkers from going up the ramp. And of course, this is only one snippet of the game, but if you caught the entire series, it was very, very tight all the way through. We weren't sure if we could get the Nexus, and he doesn't. So Hero ends up staying with a 2-base economy, and that ends up getting way out of control. Imagine if Straylock took that Nexus. He could have taken the series 2-0. Now we go to game number 3 between Hasuals versus Huck. This engagement looks like Huck's going to lose, right? He's got 4 Colossus maybe, and Hasuals got so much stuff, a supply advantage, but Huck able to push the Colossus back, keep his Archons alive so that the splash damage was not hitting the big units. But Hasual was also warping things back back in the main of Huck, which means he has no reinforcements and no support units, and all of a sudden Huck realized he had an opening to chase the Colossus, but then he realized he overextended just a little bit too much. Great decision-making from both players in crisis situations, but Huck fell a little bit short. And it seems that Hasuals was able to take the game and the series. Hasuals now 2-4. Huck drops only his 2nd series of the season, is now 4-2. But of course, that's all for Division number 1. You guys can catch all of the full videos through our subscriber VODs only. Go to NASL.tv, click on videos and the video section right there in the top left. And from there, all of the VODs are organized nice and neat. And you only can get that as a subscriber pass, so go to NASL.tv and use the passcode NASLTV_Rati, where he'll give you an extra $1 discount. Is that
what
right?
The hell?
I like where this is going. Now everybody just goes out promoting my code, and at the end of the season, my boss is going to be, Kevin, you did a fantastic job this year. And I'll be like, oh, yes. Thank you, Dan. I owe you one.
Dan, I feel so betrayed. Guys, welcome back to the desk that matters and the people that you want to hear.
Wow. That's a little bit too much, man.
Is it?
Yeah,
Is that a bridge too far?